Hello, sorry for the sound quality since there is a 3D printer going in the background, but here is an annelid worm. Annelid worms are segmented worms which grow different segments, and then those segments can break off to form new worms which then break off again. It's kind of like osmosis, but with segments. You can see this moving, and this is an annelid worm. This one is microscopic but still large, since this is with my 4x objective. You can see all of its segments moving and the worm moving. It moves similar to an earthworm with its segments, since an earthworm is also an annelid worm. And that white thing you see, that is a spirostomum. That is how large this is compared to a spirostomum, since spirostomums are often compared to annelid worms because people think they look a lot like worms, but here is what a spirostomum actually looks like compared to an annelid worm. It is a lot smaller since it is a single-celled ciliate. Here you can see that, which I believe is a bunch of fluid building up, which comes from its different muscles moving, or fluid from the digestive system that is waiting to be excreted. I don't know, but here you can see muscles moving. So each segment appears to have two of those muscles contracting, which is what's moving the worm. So all of its segments have those two muscles, and they're all corresponding. You can see how it is going up and down the worm, and all of that inside of it is actually its food being pushed down by those muscles inside its digestive tract. You can see it being pushed along right there to the left of the screen. Look at the muscles contracting. It seems to go all the way around until a certain point, but here it is with the 40x objective. This is a very odd dark field. There is light bouncing off, which creates this odd effect that looks like low quality phase contrast, but you can still see those muscles, and here it is in oblique illumination with the 40x objective. You can see the texture of the skin, but you can't really see those muscles very good like the last dark field example. But you can see that digestive tract and the texture of each segment. Now here it is in just regular bright field. You can see all of those muscles contracting a lot better, which is actually due to the low depth of field of bright field, where you can take a segment and then just view that single segment of something. This is one of the times where a low depth of field is actually an advantage. And you can see that food going down this digestive tract, and you can see it in that cordage, which isn't actually a word. It looks like it is moving down that, and it seems to be flexible. Very flexible, because it is holding that large of a thing, and when it goes down, you can see it moving around that piece of dirt. Just like that. You can see the outline of all of that dirt, which is also flowing down the annelid. And you can see those bristles coming off, which is another feature of annelid worms. They have those bristles which help them move along with their segments. It's how they grasp onto things easier. Those are also on things like earthworms, for example, which are annelids. And here is what its head looks like. It has a lot of organs around its head, and it has a few bristles on this top segment. Now here it is with the 10 times objective in bright field. You can see it really contracting, and you can still see that flexible digestive tract opening up to hold all of that food inside of it, which is just dirt. And I did spot a few diatoms in that dirt, which I doubt it purposely ate. And you can see all of those different muscles contract, bringing that food down the annelid. Here it is with the 4 times objective in bright field, and you get a bit different contrasting than what you saw with the 10 times, the 4 times objective in the first segment in dark field. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this annelid. So goodbye.